Hi, my name is Joshua Nixon, and I'm the co-founder of Fresh Idea. What the Fresh Idea is basically a new approach to handling different clients who are having trouble either losing weight or regulating their diabetes or hypertension, different things of that nature. Any type of medical conditions or comorbidities there that are going through currently. Um, so what it is, it's a complete lifestyle change, and what I notice is is a little bit of a there's a little bit of a gap and something missing in between how dietitians and nutritionists out there will counsel their patients. And so what I'm attempting to do is basically make a whole program that puts everything together, everything that a client needs in order to live a healthier lifestyle. And what that includes is counseling the patient first. And after you're done counseling them, determining what their needs are, then you go to the grocery store with them. Once you go to the grocery store, you teach them how to shop properly in places they don't need to go to, um, places they need to avoid basically when they're in the grocery store in order to maintain a healthy lifestyle. After that, then we teach the client how to cook the food that they've bought, or not necessarily the food that they've bought, but just cooking classes they can come to in general to teach them how to cook. Because you'd be amazed how many people out there just don't understand the basic concepts of cooking, such as why do I put oil in a pan? Um, so thirdly, or that is the third part. Fourthly, is a personal trainer, because it's one thing to have the nutrition side down. That's great, but if you're not working out your body and working your muscles and keeping your body toned as we should, there's going to be a problem because you can eat, and if you're not expending your energy, it's going to actually end up becoming weight gain eventually. It might not be as drastic as it was before, but there will be weight gain. And this all comes in genetics and how things work in the body as well, of course. So I just want to introduce my client information system to you. It's called FICIS. That stands for Fresh Idea Client Information System. I've been working on this for about 2 weeks now. My colleague Pejamati has been giving me input on it, and he's also the co-founder of Fresh Idea. And I just want to demonstrate the program to you. Okay. So here it is right here. You're introduced with sort of a demographic screen and some questionnaires that are on here. You'll notice we have the basic information, so I'm just going to fill it out and kind of go through it with you. It's very glitchy right now. There's a lot of things that need to be worked on. Like I said, the project should be done in about 2 months. I'm working on it every day and every weekend. I hardly go out. I've been sort of like a hobbit, so it sort of goes into my programming tendencies. I'm very addicted to trying to solve a problem before I go to bed, so that can keep me up till like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I want perfection on the program, and that's what I'm going to get from it because I'm able to control it and develop it all myself. So with that being said, here it is. So Joshua Nixon, Mel, just say 5555 Main Street. It's very simple and straightforward. Texas. See, I really like how I incorporated these roll down windows because it makes the program look a lot better aesthetically, and it makes it a much more user friendly for other people that might be using this in the future with the company. So 832-555-5555, 713-555-5555, and Josh at freshidea.com. Okay, so now we're brought over here to the help information section, which later on there's going to be a lot more that's incorporated into this system as well. But you'll notice when I'm typing in that things are going to be done in real time. For instance, I'm 6'1", so it's 73 inches, and I'm 165 pounds currently. So you'll see that my BMI is 21.8, which is under the healthy range. And also what we have here is I deem as my color status label. This color status label directly correlates to the BMI picture down here. And if you'll notice that I'm going to be somewhere in this range right here, which is why this lit up in the blue range. And I'm right between the 18 to 24.9 range, which is what we should be at. I haven't really incorporated anything to these two sections yet, but I will get there eventually because there are some calculations I do need to put into the program. The ethics and religious section, this is pretty self-explanatory as well. If you are someone who is, say, Jewish, for instance, you're going to have some sort of restrictions on your diet. So you'd be under a kosher diet, meaning that you're going to have to eat certain foods. Certain foods can be eaten with other foods at certain periods of time. I know it sounds confusing, but that's how a kosher diet works. I won't go into details, so I'll just leave that blank for the time being. Food allergy, let's just say I had seafood, for instance. God forbid that. I love seafood. Move on to the next one. So right here, we're going to be asking clients what's going on with you. What is your main goal? What do you hope to get out of this type of session? Just say for me, for instance, I want to gain weight. So that's the truth. I want to gain more weight. I want to gain about 10 more pounds and add more muscle bulk to my body. So what my purpose of my visit would be, I would like to gain 10 pounds throughout, I don't know, let's say a 2-month period. And what are my nutritional goals? How do I hope to achieve this? So some sort of intervention that I would put into my diet would be, I will increase my caloric intake by 500 kcals and gain 1 pound a week. So simple and straightforward. Moving on to the next section, do I primarily cook? Yes. And so this is where we get into sort of like the meats and bones of the fresh idea. You'll notice that I'm trying to choose a grocery store to go to, so we have to understand where our clients are coming from and where they're shopping on a daily basis. Because if we're bringing them to a store that is completely off the wall from what they are used to shopping at, it's not going to work out very well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose this, and you'll notice these are 6 main stores that come up in Houston that people will go to probably most often. I didn't add Food Town in here because the store's kind of strange in the way it's laid out, and it doesn't really promote healthy living. So I tried to take that out of it, and that's basically what I'll incorporate into all my my clients' goals and expectations that they hope to get from the program. So for me, for instance, I shop at Kroger's and Targets mostly, and occasionally I'll go to Whole Foods, and that's just because I'm looking for a particular item, but Whole Foods generally is pretty overpriced, and most of the stuff you can get at Whole Foods, you can also get at Kroger's and Targets as well. So press submit, and you'll notice that it populates down here at the bottom of Kroger's, Targets, and Whole Foods. And say, for instance, that I want to look at the layout of the store. So Kroger's, for instance, I'll say View Layout, and we'll show a layout of the entire store. So here's the client, and this red pathway is basically showing them the direction they need to head towards when they're going through these type of grocery stores. This is the grains, the winery section, cheese, olives, bistro, seafood, and along this whole wall you'll see like the fruits and vegetables, because this is represents the entire produce section. So go through this part and you'll hit the meats and products section. And this is the kitchen section of the store. I really like this part of Kroger's because it sort of has a lot of cooking utensils there, and we can teach those to the different clients. And this is the health alternative section, which gives you alternatives to these inner aisles right here that are going to be a lot of processed and canned foods. You'll find those over here, but you'll find there's less preservatives in them, and it's just it's a lot better for you in the long run. Moving down this way, the meat products and the dairy section. Teach them about what type of milks, what type of cheeses they need to consume based on their diet. And coming down here, I'm not a really big fan of supplementation, but it does help out some people, and I will definitely educate people on that. So making sure they're only FDA approved, of course. So closing them back out. How many times do I exercise a week? I exercise 3 times a week. Do I drink any alcoholic beverages? Yes, I love alcohol, but I'm not an alcoholic. What do I mostly drink? I mostly drink Hennessy and wine. Next one is a personal trainer. I don't have one. I don't think I need one, but our clients will, and that's definitely part of the program, and that's something that we do need to prompt them on. What are the other diets I've tried? I haven't tried none myself. So what I'll do is I'll save this, and I'll save this under Joshua Nixon. Say my client number is 1111. And I'll save that to my desktop right there. And then the next thing I'll come across is my wait report. Now this is where things get a little glitchy, and I'm probably gonna have to force close my program, but you'll get an idea about what it's coming from. So I'm gonna press wait report, and you'll notice that I'll come up with different dates and different BMIs that populate the screen right here. And the main point of this is somebody who started off at 10.2 at a BMI of 30, we're going to keep tracking that BMI status, and once they get down into the appropriate range, which is anywhere from 18 to 24.9, they've essentially reached what I like to call the fresh idea point. So the fresh idea point means you've reached your goal and your expectations, and now we're hoping to maintain this position right here. So this is really what we want to get towards. Now I'm able to get back to this. I have to quit my application, force quit it, because I haven't incorporated my new information into the program yet. So force quit that. Close. Open this back up. And again, this is a little glitchy, so I'm going to load my patient file back again. And you'll see here's most of my information that's already populated to the screen. Yeah, see, like some of the stuff is missing, like it's not auto-populating like it needs to. But yeah, this just gives you an idea of what I've been working on, and I have a lot more to work on to it. And I hope I can get some feedback on as to how I can improve the program. So with that being said, there you go.